is we're actually gonna create a web page about Roby 10-minute school. So we're gonna write down, let's say, Roby 10-minute. See, it's coming right here. See that? Roby 10-minute school. Ta-da! And then what we do is we have to close our tag. Then welcome to Roby 10-minute school. Let's say, we can write down, this is a web page about Roby 10-minute school. You can learn a lot of things here. Okay, let's say we just wrote that. Then we can close our H3. Right. Assalamualaikum, dear viewers. Welcome to another episode of Coding with Faatiha here in Roby 10-minute school and also in the page. As I promised, today we'll be doing something super fun, and I'll give you a little hint. You know how I always say that, for the Blockly part that, okay, we'll learn the JavaScript later. Well, today I'm going to show you how to do the JavaScript, and then inshallah, from our next class, we'll go back to Blockly. So first, what we can use to do that is CodePen. And you're going to click on the first one, so that one, basically, right here. Right? And then this is this. I already did some few examples by myself. That's why I'm used to it. But I actually have my own account. You have to sign in, and then you have to create your own account. Then after you have done that, then you go to pen right here. It's gonna say pen right here, very top. Click on that, and they create a new thing for you. Now HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and JS stands for JavaScript. And we're gonna do 3 of them. They're super simple and it's really easy. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is I actually have like a sample right here, so that like we can take a look at that if you want. See, so we'll be making something like this today, but okay, let's get started. Now what we all have to do is we have to put like a less than sign. That's called a tag. That's gonna create that, and then we're going to HTML, and we're gonna have to close that tag with a greater sign. Okay, and that's what's gonna come. It's a page. We're creating the page, and then what we do is we go enter, and then we open a new tag, and we put down head. Okay, that's our head. If we don't want anything on our head, it's okay. Then we close our head. Okay, that's basically that. So if you want to close something, you always have to put like a slash, like a division sign, and then you have to write down whatever you want to close, and then put the tags. Okay, then you want to click on enter. Now you want to start the body, so let's say a body start. See that body? If you see here, we have to put an ID. Let's call it main, like that. Okay, right here. Okay, ID is equal still, then in the quotation marks you put the main. Okay, ID is main, then a close the tag. Okay, now what we want to do is we just created that, right? Now what we have to do is we have to create a tag, call it H1. H1 is basically like the writing, like a text that's gonna come up right there. We're gonna save it later after we finish everything. Okay, our H1, close our tag. And what we're gonna write down here is we're actually gonna create a web page about Roby 10-minute school. So we're gonna write down, let's say, Roby 10-minute. See, it's coming right here. See that? Roby 10-minute school. Ta-da! And then what we do is we have to close our tag. Remember, if you want to close something, I'll close our H1. If you want to close anything, put a division sign after one of the tags, and then close the H1. It's gonna come up right directly for you. Okay, so it's Roby 10-minute school on the first web page. Then what we do is we go down, and then we put a tag, and then we put the image. Except for the image, we're not gonna put the greater than sign. See, we didn't put the greater than sign right here. See? Oh, here. First, let's keep the button. Okay, let's keep the button, because yeah, the button. Don't put any greater than sign right here. That won't work right here. Right. Now button. Now what's gonna say on our button here is, let's say, on click, turn on. Right? So what we can do is on click, click, what we're gonna do is see the button came up right here. On click, we want to keep an image after the button. We have to keep an image. On click, it's gonna say next and then back, right? So on click equals to on click equals to, in the quotation marks, the double quotation marks, then we say on click next, that way, right? On click next. Now what we want to do is we want to close that. That's exactly how you do it. See? On click. Oh, here. On click that, and then you have to put this, and then you put the semicolon. Okay. On click next. This is basically like a function that we do. Okay. On click that, and then we close. And then what we do is here. We're gonna put turn on the light, right? So we're gonna say go to the next image. So go to here. Go to the see, it's coming right here. Go to the next image. Go to the next image. See that? And then what we do is we close our button. So that and we close our button. You may ask why didn't we put a greater than sign here? That actually doesn't work right here, that's why. Okay? So that's basically a button. When we click on that, it's gonna take us to another image. Okay? So button on click next, go to the next image, and then we close our button. Done. Then we have to keep our image. No, we have to put a tag and then an image. Okay? Now we are going to put the ID of this. Okay, ID is equals to, the first one is gonna be first image, first type. Alright, then what we do is src. Src is basically the source, right? The source is equals to, then we put the quotation marks, and then we take our source for one of the images. What we can choose. So Control C. This is one image that we're gonna put right there. Oh, sorry, here. Control V. That is our source. See that? It may be a little big right here, but then later on we are going to fix it. Okay? See, we put the source right here too. Now what we can do is we can put the height and width in the CSS, or we can do it directly here. I like doing it directly here. So the width, a perfect width for this one would it be here equals to here 150, right? That's the width. That, just like we did right here. See that? Okay, so now we put that, right? Now we have to put another button. Okay, we're gonna do that button, right? After the button, what we're gonna do is we're going to put the on click, right? On click is equals to, then the quotation mark, it's gonna go back. Okay, we're gonna call it a back. Then we're gonna put that, and then we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna put a semicolon. Okay, now that's that. And what we do is we close it right here, like that. Okay, now it's gonna take go to previous. Go to previous image, right? Then what we do, we close our button. Oh, sorry, but there we go. Right? Go to previous image, go to next image. That's out. Now what we do is that's gonna be the image. Then we can also put. Then we go down, and remember we created our H1. Our H1 was our Roby 10-minute school. Now what we can do is we can go down and create our H2. So remember, H2. H should be lowercase, and then we put our tags and that. Okay. Then in the H2 we can write down welcome to. Welcome to Roby 10-minute school. Okay, welcome to our 10-minute school. And then we close our H2. There we go. See, it says welcome to Orbital School. If you notice that from the H1, the H2 has a different font size. See, if I start on H3, oh sorry, here, enter. If I start in H3 and then I just write down like W, you're gonna see it's gonna come smaller, right? So, but then we can fix the font size later on, okay? Then welcome to Orbi 10 Minute School. Let's say, write down, this is a web page about Roby 10 minutes school. You can learn a lot of things here. Okay, let's say we just wrote that. Then we can close our H3. Right. Now, if you want to do another one, we can also do H4. Or if you don't want to put a lot of H's and then H1, H2, H3, H4. If you don't want to do like that, then you can also do like H1 and then a break and then other things. So, we're gonna do this right here. Right? H4 we can write down in Roby 10-minute school. We learn things like we learn subject. Let's say we learn about subjects like let's say English, right? Because we do learn English in Orbital school, like English, and then we also have some like Bangla things, and then science, right? Science, and then we also do math, and then we also do Quran, right? We also do the Quranic things, and also lastly, what we're doing right now, coding. Let's write down coding, and etc. Okay. Then what we can do is we can close our H4. You'll see it count under, but then it's not gonna come up anymore. Alright, then you can put so many other things, and I'm just doing a Orbital 10 Minute School. You can do about anything you want. Okay? Now, what we can do is we go to the body. Right? Body. Then we put like some sort of like curly bracket. Here, parentheses. Here we only put like simple parentheses for the function. But now we have to do the curly parentheses. Then we put enter, and it's gonna come like that. Then all we have to do is body. We can do the background color. So basically, what you do in CSS is you put you put like the design of the HTML. Okay, the HTML you just put all the things, all the items that's gonna be in there. CSS you put the design, right? So background, you'll see it, background color. See that? Yeah. Background color is background color, and then you put that. Background color is, let's say we can put it to let's say pink or purple. It's a pink. Right, pink. You can put anything else you want. It's gonna come up like that. Like for example, see if you put a blue, right? It's gonna come like that. But you know that's a little too dark. So that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna put pink. Right, that's pink right there. Now after the pink, you go down and what you can also do. That's for the body, right? Now you can go back. Okay. Then you can create for your H1. H1 is what tennis called, right? So H1. H1, H1, and then put the curly parentheses, and then you can write down that font. The font size is correct. We're gonna put the color. The color is going to be pink. Let's say purple. Purple. Oh, sorry. Purple. There we go. Yeah. It's gonna come purple right now. You see that? So body is background color pink, and in the H1 the color is a purple, basically the text color is purple. Then what we can do here is, like, let's write down font style, let's say, okay, font style, and then we put, let's say, italic, okay, and then we put that. See, for every time it's go, it comes in italic. Isn't that so cool? Right? So that's what it basically is. We could have done all the size in for this picture, but instead we didn't do it, so it's okay. We have to make these perfect, right? So that means this is the H2, H3, and H4, right? So let's write down H2, comma H3, comma H4, and then you put the curly parentheses. If you want to do everything the same for that, then you have to do that. So then put the font size. Font size for all of them, let's put, let's say maybe 20 pixels. PX means pixels, right? 20 pixels. So everything came like that. Perfect. Now what we can do is we can put the font color, or just the color. The color is going to be, well, we'll put like a blue, right? Here, color is gonna be blue. Let's move on. Yeah, nope. Okay, let's put blue. Here, blue. Done. We did that, right? So you can put so many other things, and you can readjust them any way you want. You can even change the font style to anything you want, but I did this. Okay, so remember that here I actually put that button on, click next, go to the next image, right? That's the first, right? Then what we have to do is that when here we also have to put another image right here, right? After the okay, that's that. Now we don't have to put an image. Now what we do is when button next, right? So here it says next. When next. Okay, so function, we have to write down function. Function, that's our function. Function what? We put it to next. Function next. And then that, right? Function next. And then we put the curly parentheses right down here. Now what we do is always document. Right? We all have to write document. Document, period, or dot. Document dot get element by ID. You'll see it comes up first right there. You can see it later here. Document dot get element by ID, and then what you do is you basically put the type of bracket. See, as we did like right here. Okay, so the image. Remember we put the image first, right? So first image. Okay, document dot get element by ID first image. Then what we do is dot, right? Like right here, dot source. Because what's gonna happen is gonna go to the next image. So dot src, but our source is going to be equal. Oh, sorry, here equals to that, right? And then this is the image that we're gonna take. So basically, you copy the whole thing. So Control C, and then you put it right here. Put it right here. Control V, right? And that is. So if you click the next image, it's gonna take you out there. So cool, right? Go. We also have to go to previous image, and to take us back to there, right? So enter. Function back. Wait, what's our function right here? Function back. Yeah, see, function back. You have to be very careful right here. Function back. Here. Enter. Then after the function back, we have to do is when it's clicked. So document dot get element by ID for this one. See right here, we only that one we only put that image for the bulb. That's it. So we also have to put the same thing, like so here, and then first it has to be first again. So first image. Okay, so we're done first, and then what we do is a dot source, right? Is equals to, then we put that type. Okay, and then what we do is we start here. we go back to this image, and then we copy the right here. Let's go back right here and then come right here, and then we're gonna copy the whole thing here. Control C, here, right here, and Control V. That is that. So previous image should take us back there. Next image, that. Previous image, that. Isn't that so cool? Here, something that you can also do to fix it up is you can just put like only one right here, one quotation mark. Oh, right here. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Next image, that. Previous image, that. Next image, that. You can put the two. You see that it didn't show anything wrong. Now we press the save. And ta-da! So next image, take us there. Previous image, take us back there. Isn't that so cool? So basically like this, you can create anything you want. And remember, oh, one more thing. After that, we didn't do something. I just remembered. We have to close our body. You remember, that because of that there's so many things, you have to be really, really careful. Now close our HTML. That's perfect. That's how you basically do it. Okay, next image, that. Next image, that. Okay, let's save the whole thing again. Okay, so now we can title it. We can title it by clicking the pencil right there, and then let's name it Roby 10 minute school project. Okay, so basically this is what you can do. This is pen safe, right? Now I want to show you some other some other projects that I have also done. Version of school project, see that? And this is actually something I did like a practice. This one I just showed you that turn on the light, it's gonna take us there. Turn off the light, it's gonna take us there. That's exactly almost what we did in our project, right? And here I also did one about Malala Yousafzai, so I put like a lot of like image and I put it in the center. And then what I also did is like if you see here, I didn't do it in that project, but the text, the H1, you see that? The H1 I put center. The Roby 10 minute school was on the side. I wanted it to be on the side. You can also copy it in the center, and then you can put an image, right? And then you can put I put the height and width right here, but there you can also do it. And as you can see, I put for the text, right? I put the text align to center. Okay, so this is basically what I did. I hope you all, and one second, one more thing. And hi, I'm FaatihaAayat. That's just a little thing that I started doing when I first was introduced to CodePen. So dear viewers, I hope you all liked this episode, and basically I hope you all understood that how we could do the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Inshallah, in my next class we will do the code.org. We'll go back to the code.org again, but next time when we do another fun project, I think I'm gonna do something else in this CodePen. So until then, stay tuned. Thank you and assalamu alaikum.